That's my fault. I was supposed to be over there.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face.
How you do that? How that shit automatically send it?
They got to set up a group for me. How the fuck?
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25.
A decent has occurred. The scores.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And not much to speak.
They don't cough that up right there.
Gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 20.
Yeah, I'm about to beat piss down this nigga leg. He pissed me off last game, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. How I throw for 600 yards? This nigga throw 4 picks and I still lose. I don't get it. I don't understand. Keep packing the air, man. Oh, the sissy boy.
Now back to throw. His throw incomplete. Well, this defense for the Bucs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal
position. Need a big game out of you, Lenny.
They got a chance for touchdown right here out of the gate.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop. 2nd and 7.
That's my fault following this motherfucker area.
Now Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing.
That's my fault looking for the home run.
And now it's 3rd.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
First and goal at the 1. Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are on the board first here in Vegas. extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Buccaneers 7, Raiders 0. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw.
Ooh.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They'll set up to throw. And he's taken.
Something told me to play on that nickel corner.
So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people, because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they're able to work this to the 25.
Gotta get that fast.
Said and done. A big play there for the Raiders. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run.
Why this nigga don't fumble?
Right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They'll look to throw here. It's caught here by Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
2nd and 6. Steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
It's
Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to
shit,
take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and inches, Brady.
Hey, I'm the kick return champ of all the boys.
That wasn't it, though.
We know. Everybody we know.
I don't know. I be returning. Yeah, you probably is. I'm definitely in that top 3 though, because I be returning them bitches too.
That's because what I told you. Shit.
Yeah,
I told y'all boys how to do that shit.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads on
How you doing? Bullshit. All I do, Mario, what I tell you is, it's no bullshit. You gotta treat it how it is in real life. All I do is I just wait until I see who you click on. And as soon as you move him out of his lane, I go exactly where you're supposed to be.
That's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because
I get at least about 3-4 returns every season. That's just kick return.
Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 2nd and 20.
Why are y'all so far back?
Another try after the first down sack. Brady flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
I should have waited a little bit longer.
I will never understand how my safeties and corners be getting bumped by tight end and grabbing. I get he running the short route, but he should be fast enough
been
to
around
keep
for a
up.
long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does.
Should have waited for him to go
This is a
down.
guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before.
Especially Devin
Didn't happen
Bush.
to get it
He's
completed
like
in this
90-something.
case.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, 52 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Well, I mean, Mike Evans has been an elite receiver for some time now, and part of that, Charles, certainly what he can do once the ball is in his hands. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
No.
But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Back to throw. Looking deep for Adams.
Oh.
Oh, it's
I'm glad it's not some.
He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could
Probably would have caught that.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Airing this one out for Evans. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Suckup, and it's now 21-7.
He'll call a timeout like he'll really about to get the ball back.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to someone else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And some space here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Jacobs. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
Oh, he got to hold on to that.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 2nd and 10, Brady eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side.
What?
And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now Brady. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout.
That was some funny shit.
As they'll stop it
You
with a
didn't
little
tell me
over
how many
30 seconds
receivers
to
or
go
nothing
in the
here.
first
He
half
said
of play.
0-0-0.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly.
Oh, that's me.
Find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call in the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium in Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A run with Fournette there as he'll push this forward for about 4 on first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Man, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second down by Brady is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Stupid.
He can't get away, and Brady will go down. Max Crosby getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
That's a pig, bro.
To his tight end, Waller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before
Gotta make that play.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
I don't know why you way back there in the first place. It's cover 2.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Oh my! Switch me on the damn
The Bucs
defensive
with an extra
end.
defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Brady now to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Brady's throw there complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talking about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Got a man complete to Miller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Succop for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Buccaneers 28, Raiders 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this. So a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is.
That's what I thought we were talking about. So when you
don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
When you told me that you was gonna scrape the chicken out of the kid's stuff, I thought you put it in that bowl. I didn't really even look at it. I just thought you put it in that bowl and set it.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw again. He completes it to Beckham. And he will
That's
score.
a good throw to Odell.
Touchdown, Las Vegas. Odell Beckham, 37 yards. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And the Raiders have got him. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Critical play in this football game is if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught on the right side by Adams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll decide to keep this once more. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Yo.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the void. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And past the 35.
Please, you've been caught in this scandal already. I don't want to hear it.
Real quick here, this is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
That time they weren't.
That boy about to strike. That boy defense weak.
Back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
It's 28-21.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Steps away. And it's complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
They're wasting
the Bucs
time.
going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come out in the pistol. Back to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to
It's off a 20-minute. No, that's a 40-minute game.
Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
That's caught.
And he got a 2.
I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor.
That shit was, I don't understand it.
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
I went through 2.
That throw by Brady.
That is a lot, though.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Brady to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Brady. He's going to let it fly. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he's across for the touchdown.
Fuck, niggas thought you about to win. Crazy.
Here in the closing stages.
Two walk-off.
Watching this one right here who gave up because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you...
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now here's Johnson. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Offense set to get this drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone.
If I play you, most likely.
Short of the end zone, who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Kevin King with a pick. And the Buccaneers have just about sewn up this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
I don't get how to tell you to play
so
back.
Time has
play
run
over
out
top.
on what will be a Tampa
and
Bay
still
victory.
Play underneath.